Rob Frazier here. Just want to talk about a few things. Because I know there's a lot of people follow me across a few different systems and things like that. And the purpose of this video is I just want to share what I'm doing, what I'm going to be focusing on the next. This is basically it from here on in. I'm going to share what I'm focusing on. I'm sharing what I'm doing, and I'm basically tying everything together. So if you're following me, you know that I've been in different opportunities. Some opportunities crashed, got shut down. It just happens in this particular industry that we are in. So there's a handful of opportunities, and then there's different ways I promote those different opportunities. So I have different sales funnels and different systems. But what I'm essentially doing is just going to take all four of them and just kind of put them into one smooth system. And it's basically, the purpose is I'm going to, and this may sound selfish, but I'm going to earn money whether people join me or not. And that's what I want for my folks as well. With my system, it's set up in such a way that every single day I'm going to be putting money in my own pocket, whether folks join me or not. And I'm doing different things with that money as well. So for starters, I got the Broke Man's Plan, which is basically what you see. And all of these systems are pretty much the same. I have Lead Lightning, My Paying Ads, and then as folks click through the sales funnel, they're going to learn about the different systems, how I have it set up, different sign-up links for different things. And then on this page, I go into phases 1 and 2 of the Broke Man's Plan. Folks will come down here, scroll down, learn about phase 2, learn where to get traffic, learn how to get it all set up, the whole deal. That was my Broke Man's Plan. That was My Paying Ads, Lead Lightning, which is Power Lead System, FutureNet, Future Ad Pro, and then that's mainly it. I mean, I tied in International Silver Network on the back end, but the idea is to build up a certain amount of ad packs in My Paying Ads and FutureNet and withdraw that money, use some of that money for traffic, use some of that money for your pocket, use some of that money to buy gold and silver. And when you follow that system, you'll be able to do that whether people join you or not. That, in my case, whether people join me, whether I get new signups or not, I'm still going to buy weekly gold and silver, buy weekly traffic, and put money in my pocket. So that's a lot more powerful than, doing some of these other things out here. A couple of other things. I've done some tweaking to my instant cash strategy because there are some folks who do not want to play the rev share game anymore, which is kind of in essence. I mean, I'm not really playing a rev share game. I'm just leveraging that particular business model to buy traffic, to buy gold and silver, to put money in my pocket. And also, I'm going to include my bigger picture plan here. I also am using some of this money, I'm funneling it off the top, and I'm using it to day trade, which is something totally separate and not even connected to any one of my online systems. So the idea is to get folks making money, to get some security spread across different businesses, because there's some folks, they are so focused on one business, and then when something happens to that one business, poof, there goes all of their money. And the only reason I was able to sustain myself is because I had multiple streams of income, but not that many. Some people say, oh yeah, I need multiple streams of income. They join 10 programs and they're broke. They're not making money in any one of them. So just understand that. But that being said, I've come up with the instant cash strategy, which is my second system. I use this one, and this is the one I'm really going to be putting a lot of hardcore focus into. And it's simple. It's P3, Pure Profit Pro, Power Lead System, which is the marketing system, and then MLM Leads. Now, I have added some things on the back end, and this right here is something I'm going to add to the share code, which is basically My Paying Ads, FutureNet, and then I think I am going to add in the ads team as well. And this is going to be like my paid traffic page. And the idea is just to show folks what I've done. You know, I've joined My Paying Ads. I've got to a place where I can withdraw $50 a week. Then I use that money for traffic to build. And then once, you know, I just done that for a few weeks, got a whole bunch of referrals, and now I'm withdrawing $200 a day, and I maxed out My Paying Ads. So that being said, I'm not really promoting the Broke Man's Plan as much because I maxed out My Paying Ads. I mean, no matter how much more referrals I get or how many more ad packs I buy, I can only withdraw $200 a day. That's the limit. So in my case, it's not really making sense to promote My Paying Ads on the front end anymore. That being said, that's what the Broke Man's Plan is. And hope, you know, just bear with me, keep tracking along here. The Broke Man's Plan, in and of itself, is really just a traffic plan. The whole idea is to leverage revenue sharing advertising companies and then to withdraw as much money as you can from them while they are paying out, while they're still good, and use that money to buy real traffic over and over and over again. And that's what I've done, and that's what I've repeated across multiple companies. And that is also how I'm able to keep on plugging, putting money in my pocket, buying traffic, buying gold and silver, having money to day trade every single week without worrying about recruiting people because I've built up my accounts so much and it wasn't all my own money. I have another system which I called Simply Stacking, which is the ads team, just a revenue sharing advertising company up front. Lead Lightning, Rob Frazier here. In this video, we're going to talk about our second piece of our. And then the third piece is International Silver Network. The idea with this sales funnel is the same thing. It's when you build up the ads team ad packs and you get to a certain place to where you're withdrawing that money over and over and over again, a portion of that money goes into traffic, a portion of that money goes in your pocket, and a portion of that money goes into gold and silver, which also is money in your pocket. It's the same thing. And it's that independence is what I'm really shooting for with all of my systems. So what I've really done now is just take the Broke Man's Plan, My Paying Ads, Future Ad Pro, and the Simply Stacking plan, which is the ads team, Power Lead System, and International Silver Network, and I just basically put it all in the back end of my instant cash strategy. So the absolutely only thing I'm ever really going to promote from here on in is my instant cash strategy. And I explain it all on my page right here. In fact, under this video, you're getting this in an email. If you're on YouTube, I may just include links to these two pages. Yeah, I may include a link to my capture page, and then just email me once you opt in, and I'll send you this page right here, which lays out that same structure. You know, I have My Paying Ads, Future Ad Pro, then I may add in the ads team. And in these videos, I talk about the different levels you get, withdrawing your money, and what you're using that money for. In essence, I'm taking half of my Paying Ads money, I'm buying traffic from MLM leads, the other half I put in my pocket. Half of the money I take out of Future Ad Pro, I buy traffic for me, the other half I buy gold and silver. And I just do the same thing week after week after week. So every single week, money goes in my pocket, I'm getting a bigger email list, I'm getting more gold and silver, and a percentage of my money I'm using to day trade. So it's completely independent if people join me or not. If folks join me, great. If folks don't join me, great. That's the type of independence and security I want for people who follow me. So just understand that. And also my Get Money Today strategy, my Instant Cash strategy, same thing. On the back end, this link right here goes to my intro page where I tie in buying gold and silver to the whole system. That's what I want for my folks, and that's going to be my focus, and that's how I'm putting everything in one system. So, that being said, I know I dropped a lot of stuff in this video. If you have to watch it again, watch it again. But it's pretty straightforward. After you get access to my Get Money Today strategy, my instant cash strategy, it's the same thing. I'm just moving the revenue sharing programs on the back end. I'm promoting my instant cash strategy 100%, and those revenue sharing programs, I'm using that money not to chase ad packs, but to maintain a certain amount of ad packs, to buy traffic, to buy gold and silver, to put in my pocket week after week after week, whether folks join me on the front end or not. So, for getting this video in an email, under this video there's going to be 2 links. One link to the basic funnel, the other link to my paid perpetual traffic plan page here. Check it out. You know, it may, add some things, may take some things away, but for the most part, that's it. And that's the only thing I'm doing, folks. I'm following this plan right here, and I'm putting out YouTube videos, and that's really it. That is it. And from that, $13,000 in under a month. So, and every single day I'm putting at least $400 in my pocket, whether folks join me or not. It's up to you, folks. The link's below the video. We'll talk to you next video.